creating the cloud, hello, this is Emmanuel. So to demonstrate creating the cloud, I did create an S3 bucket here. The bucket is here, and then I also did create a user and then a policy. I defined the policy in here. If I can just look for it. I did define the policy here, which I'm going to use, which I attached to define the rules for connecting and also to define the permissions. So if you can take a look at my bucket here right now, I do already have some files here, but I want to connect to it via the AWS CLI and add one more file and remove, and then also demonstrate how we can access the files on our cloud using cloudfront. So here, if I first of all begin by listing the files that I have in the buckets that I have in my here, you can see I have this bucket. So if I can list, maybe if I can just list all the items that I have inside my bucket. I think this is it. Instant AWS bucket 1. So we can see that I have a bunch of files here, node modules, this screenshot. So there is a file here, a folder here, which contains a file that I want to add onto the cloud, let's say in this case. So what I'll do is I make sure I need to know the directory or the path of my file, and then I come to my CLI. This could be via the CLI, or it could be a web app. In this case, I decided to access the cloud platform using the CLI. So in my case, I'll just come and add. Make sure I add the path to my file that I want to add. Okay. This is in desktop, and this is the folder name. So if I hit enter here, I expect that file will be added onto my bucket. So if I go back, if I go to my bucket here, and I let me just refresh my bucket, we can see that where is the file? To do, let me refresh. So you can see that my to-do file is here. So if I want to access this on the cloud, I already created a cloud CloudFront here, and it's attached or associated to my bucket. So if I want to access something on my bucket, I don't have to necessarily go to the bucket. Well, the bucket will just forward the instruction, and then I'll be able to access it using the cloud. Hence, it will be faster, and content will be distributed. If I can access this, if I want to access, let's say, any of the files in my bucket, what I'll do is just get this domain, distribution domain name, and then I can actually just paste it here and access it by the last name, by the name of the object. In this case, I have the to-do.pem. So this will download the PEM file as we've seen. If I do want to access, maybe if I want to access, let me see another file in my bucket. Let's say if I want to access this file, I can just copy the name And then when I paste its name here, then I'll be able to access that file here. So in the case of a web app, for example, this request would be happening inside code rather than, I just wanted to demonstrate how we can use CDN to access resources on the cloud. Yes, that's what I had. Thank you for listening. Yes, hopefully I've demonstrated it well.